Hello, my name is Charity. Today I want to introduce to you bookkeeping. The main aim of every business is to earn profit, which is the excess of income over expenditure. To calculate profits, one must record incomes and expenditures related to the business. This recording of business transaction is called bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the classification, recording, summarizing of business transactions systematically so that the owners may be able to know their profit or loss during a specific period. Bookkeeping involves the recordings of financial transactions and information on a day-to-day basis on matters relating to the business. To ensure that records of these individual financial transactions are accurate and up-to-date and comprehensive, bookkeeping records the accounting data. As we can see in the diagram, the accounting process, where we see that first you start by identification of the transactions and events that have occurred in the business. Then these transactions are then recorded, classified, and summarized. Then after that, we prepare the reports, and these reports are then analyzed and interpreted to the users. Bookkeeping activities. There are various forms of activities that we carry out when you are doing bookkeeping. First is verifying and recording receipts from customers in the books of accounts. We also verify and record invoices from suppliers in the books of accounts. We also process payments to suppliers, collecting cash from customers. We also process employees' pay and the related government reports. We also monitor individual customers' account. We also record depreciation and other adjusting entries. We also prepare final financial reports, which includes the profit and loss accounts, the balance sheet, trial balance, and the cash flow statement. The importance of bookkeeping. It helps the owner to keep receipts or records of every payment to and every expenditure from the business. It also enables the owner to summarize the income and expenditure of that period. The summaries are used to create financial reports that will show the financial position of the business. The financial position helps the owner to communicate with other stakeholders. The stakeholders here include the creditors, the suppliers, the lenders, the customers, the government, and any other potential investor who would be interested in trading with the business. The diagram below shows us the double entry system. The double entry system is a recording system used when we are doing bookkeeping that follows a set of rules where recording of financial information is done in a financial accounting system where every entry to an account requires a corresponding and opposite entry to a different account. As we can see, the diagram shows us the cash at bank account. One of the examples is where we can see the 5,000 shillings that was deposited. The corresponding entry of these 5,000 shillings will go to the capital side on the credit side. Bookkeeping also has sources of documents. Sources of documents are evidence or show evidence of transactions, and they are normally collected, filed, and posted in the books of prime entry. Example of a source document is where a firm sells goods on credit, then an invoice is raised. Some of the source of documents namely include, we have the sales invoices, we have the purchases invoice, credit notes, checks, receipts, and payment vouchers. Bookkeeping also has books of prime entry. The books of prime entry is where we record the source entry. An example of a book of prime entry is a sales journal. The sales journal is also called the sales day book. It records all the sales invoices issued by the firm during a particular financial period. The individual entries in the sales journal are posted on the debit side of the debtors account in the sales ledger, and the total is posted on the credit side of the sales account in the general ledger. Another book of prime entry is a purchases journal. The purchases journal is called a purchases day book. It records all the purchases invoice received by the firm during a particular financial period. The individual entries in the purchases journal are posted to the credit side of the creditor's account in the purchases ledger, and the total is posted to the debit side of the purchases account of the general ledger. Return inwards journal is another book of prime entry. This records all the return inwards day book. It is also called the return inward day book. It records all the credit notes raised by the firm sent to the customer during a particular financial period. Individual entries in a return inwards journal are posted to the credit side of the debtor's account in the sales ledger, and the total is posted to the debit side of the return inwards account of the general ledger. Another book of prime entry is the return outwards journal. It is also called the return outwards day book. It records all the debit notes received by the firm from the creditors during a particular period. The individual entries are posted on the debit side of the creditor's account in the purchases ledger, and on the total to the credit side of the returns outward account in the general ledger. Another book of prime entry is the cash book. The cash book records all the receipts, cash and checks from customers and debtors or other sources of income, and it also helps us record all the payments to creditors or suppliers and other expenses for a particular financial period. The cash book will also show us the cash at bank and the cash in hand in the position of the firm. There are two types of cash book: cash in hand cash book and cash at bank cash book. The cash in hand cash book records cash transaction that is in the firm. The cash in bank cash book shows the transactions or activities that have been done in the bank. For now, thank you so much for your audience. For more information, you can follow us in our website, or you can like our page in Facebook as indicated below. And for more information, you can contact us and we can have one-to-one discussion and teach you more about bookkeeping activities. Bye for now.